I'm sure you've seen the headlines. Arsenal have blown it. Arsenal are bottling it. Have you seen anything in the mentality since then and over the past couple of weeks that's concerned you or worried you at all?
What I've seen is a tremendous reaction again, and I'm not surprised at all. I mean, when you lose points, also in the last kick of the game again, in a very unpredictable manner, I would say, because to predict somebody with a 0.2 expected goals probably and one shot to concede an equalizer the manner that we did it is nobody can really understand that. But this is football, and that's the beauty of it. And that was a chapter. So we have a long season. Chapter 27 says, okay, we draw against Wolves in this manner. What I'm very interested is about the next one, is what we are made of. Okay, what do we do about this, and how we write our own destiny from here and going forward.
Because, you know, drop points against Wolves, that 2-2 draw, Manchester City could be just 2 points behind them by the time this kicks off. It's bringing up that dreaded B word again for them.
It is, and, you know, a lot of people have been speaking about it. I know a lot of Arsenal fans. My dad's a massive Gooner, and, like, they are so gutted. They feel like they conceded the league the other day, genuinely, because they now have to go to the Etihad as well. And I think, you know, you look at this guy's a fantastic striker as well. I mean, Arsenal go up in this game pretty early on. Saka gets the goal. And I think, you know, a lot of people are saying we will, like, bottle jobs, they choke you when it really matters. But this is why you have to have high-quality players that can take the pressure. You know, because if this is... Many Arsenal fans were not saying they're going to win the league. If it was Man United or Liverpool or City, they'd be saying, we're going to win this league a couple of months ago. And then this is where, you know, Jesus pushes Mosquera. For me, it's not enough for Mosquera to have to go down, to be honest, in that moment. Like, look, come on. He doesn't need to go down in that moment, mate. Come on. Do you know what I mean? Like, Gabriel Jesus shouldn't be doing that. But at the same time, that's not enough for him to go down. But, yeah, I mean, the wheels do seem like they're falling off. I still back Arsenal. I'm probably one of the only people that continue to back them. Because, but if this doesn't get over the line, Jules, I worry for Mikel Arteta because they're still in all competitions. Obviously, they play in the League Cup against City in March. That's a big game. But, like, Pep and City, I think, just have that mentality. They're mentality beasts. If Pep was the Arsenal manager at this moment in time, I'll be backing Arsenal all the way.
Because there have been opportunities against Liverpool, for example.
Forest,
against
Sunderland.
Brentford, against Forest, against Wolves, which, you know, would have given them that advantage having played first going into the next couple of weeks. They just cannot seem to mentally get there. And there are not a lot of players in that team who know how to get over the line.
I'm still trying to work out what the B word is.
Bottle.
Oh, bottle.
She even said
I said it. He don't listen to me. He's thinking of Barney, the dinosaur.
The B word. What's the B word?
What B word did you think it was?
No idea.
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point being, you're absolutely right. I think that they are scared of their shadows. They don't seem to be able to deal with the psychological pressure of being in front. And it was interesting because when they played Manchester United, for example, they scored first, but they couldn't cope with the league. They didn't know what to do, and then Man United came back into the game and worried them out of it. And now they are losing against teams you'd expect them to beat. I mean, this was the draw the other day was them top and Wolves bottom. And I could possibly allow them the draw at Brentford because Brentford are a very, very hard place to go. Only City and Forest have been able to win at Brentford so far this season. But I think there is a psychological pressure on Arsenal's players. I think two things here. I think they're feeling the anxieties of the manager because he wants them to play to a very almost template.
They've changed their style, though, Darren, because beginning of the season, they were playing free-flowing, fluid football, and now it's almost like when they're 2-0 up, they're wasting time.
Is it a side now that's more afraid to lose than a side that's going for the jugular?
So. I think
But why has that changed, though? Because it was working. They were absolutely annihilating teams. There was a time they were top of the Champions League table. Do you know what I mean? And now it's like they're so reserved.
This is my point about the manager. I think the anxieties of the manager are coming through. I think a lot of the players are afraid to make a mistake because they think that if they do make a mistake, they'll be dropped from the team. And the problem for Arteta is City have form for coming from behind to win, their form for being at their very best in the second half of the season. And Arsenal have form for being in front. Last season, was it 8 points they were ahead?
And the year before that as well.
Yeah, the last time they were in front, 8 points, and they lost it. They have form for blowing it, and that's their problem. I think that they still do have the quality and the capability and the defensive strength to be able to win it, but I think City had the know-how to be able to pick them off within the last few games.
Have you spoken to the team about what you expect from them on Sunday? Because they've really struggled at home in the Premier League over the last 2 seasons, really.
Yeah, we speak from day first. So we have this 3-4 session. From day first, I go immediately very concrete things because there is no time to lose, even with choosing the exercise. What I said is it's not, of course, possible in short trainings to do big changes, of course, but something we need to see.
To get on that merry-go-round with the managers and hiring Igor Tudor, you can understand why, because they had a couple days break. But were you surprised by the appointment?
Yes, I was, because Spurs are a huge club and they're not a club to be gambled with, if you like. Igor Tudor is a journeyman manager. He's never spent longer than around about a year at a football club. He may say that he's got quite a high win percentage rate, but that win percentage is based on a very small sample size, small number of goals. And the thing about Spurs is that they need a big manager with a plan that the players can have confidence in. Quite interesting looking at that VT you were showing us a second ago, because I'm not sure... Spurs don't have a warrior like any of the players we saw in that VT. There is not a Gareth Bale, a Luka Modric. There is no... And this is part of the problem. There is not a leader in that Tottenham team right now. Have no one of the calibre of Harry Kane. He's like... Harry Kane would be like Godzilla, and whoever they've got now would be like Barney the dinosaur.
I think Van der Ven...
It's just ridiculous, honestly. I know, I wasn't trying to be... Actually, it's quite good, I thought, but...
I like Barney the dinosaur.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just don't have that bite. They are porous in defence. They are lightweight in midfield. There's that stat, isn't there, about them conceding the most goals from outside the box. What does that tell you? The midfielders are not doing their jobs. And then you look up front and, OK, they'll score some goals here and there, but they're not that great. I mean, listen, take a look at some of these.
Yeah, this points to what you were saying, you know, conceding from outside.
I think as well, like Igor Tudor, I know he doesn't stay at clubs for long. He was at Juventus as an assistant when I was there, but I do think they needed that little bit of freshen up. You spoke about the injuries, Darren, as well. I mean, these are the types of things. When goals are being scored in the moments like that, that is players not having the willingness to get out.
Really?
That is the type of thing, you know, that's something you can't, you know, you don't need to be told. We all have bad games, right? But when you have, like, the willingness to get to a ball, that's an attitude thing for me. So hopefully, Igor Tudor going in there, it's temporary. You know, he's never stayed at a club longer than a year, as Darren mentioned. So this appointment came out way out of left field, but also... they needed something different. I think the fans now need to just get behind the team, in all honesty, because they can't keep sacking managers time and time again. Daniel Levy was the problem before, according to the fans. He's no longer there. Then it's the Lewis that's the problem. Then it's the Lewises that are the problem. Like, the players, I'm not making excuses, but they have a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
A lot of injuries.
Like the starting 11, basically.
Yeah.
The stakes couldn't be higher as Arsenal head into a fiery North London derby with silverware in sight. The dream of a historic double is alive. But standing in the way are their fiercest rivals, ready to derail everything. Fire Trophy. This isn't just about bragging rights. Every pass, every tackle, every moment carries title race consequences. Arsenal know a win here could push them one step closer to lifting the Premier League, while keeping momentum alive on multiple fronts. Across North London, Tottenham Hotspur will be desperate to spoil the party. There's nothing Spurs fans would love more than crushing Arsenal's double dreams under the derby lights. Pride, passion, and pure rivalry will fuel their fight. Tactically, it promises fireworks. Will Arsenal control possession and suffocate Spurs with pressure? Or will Tottenham strike on the counter and turn the Emirates into a tense, nervous arena? Fine margins could decide everything. A double on the line. A title race at boiling point. A derby that could define an entire season. 90 minutes that may shape history in